BloodyDisgusting.com has just recently announced that Jeepers Creepers 3, the movie now in production, is going to be bridging the gaps between the first and second films, having to follow the recent tweets put out by Stan Shaw as, quoting, "No, Cathedral is non-existent. That's material from more than 12 years ago. It has nothing to do with 3. Different film, different title," with those tweets having to follow the questions on whether or not Jeepers Creepers 3 Cathedral is the official title of the film, in which, according to BloodyDisgusting.com, and Dalton Smith, who plays the Creeper's double, had confirmed that the movie is in fact a prequel that takes place in between both the first and second films. Now, according to BloodyDisgusting.com, it is stated, and I quote, "What we know for sure is that Gina Phillips is back, and due to her return as Trish, she will play a part of a cameo, but it's unclear if this bit will help bridge the two films or hypothetically set up for a fourth and final movie. We are now only just learning of the overall synopsis of the film, as the original Cathedral script was retconned, and according to Victor Salva, who has since rewritten the script, has stated that the movie may take place in between as a sequel/prequel, but it's a bit of a mystery as of right now since the movie is in production, which ultimately could mean down the line that Jeepers Creepers 3 may in fact take place in between the first and second movies, as a fourth movie is possible, which vary as to what the direction of the third movie may in fact be. If it does serve as a prequel to the second film but a sequel to the first, then we're gonna get to find out firsthand as to what the Creeper had done in between both films. But if in fact the movie turns out to be a direct sequel from the second film, then it would be unknown as to whether or not a fourth film is needed if in fact they decide to kill off the Creeper in the third film. But it is heavily hinted, according to Bloody Disgusting, that the film is in production to be a prequel following the events of the first and second films, and taking place right in between as to seeing what the Creeper had been doing, how he's been killing other people, and just the overall gathering of his origins to further understand what this creature is. Now, the first film took place in 2001, with Jeepers Creepers 2 having to follow in 2003, so if they're going to be bridging the movies, then Jeepers Creepers 3, hypothetically speaking, would take place in 2002, a year before Jeepers Creepers 2, which would ultimately bridge all 3 films, and having the first one take place in 2001, the third movie having to take place in 2002, with the second film having to take place in 2003. But post your comments down below, guys. What are your overall thoughts on this script having to be rewritten by Victor Salva? What are your overall thoughts on the film having to be a sequel/prequel, which is ultimately said to bridge both films? What are your overall thoughts on Gina Phillips having to return, but her rumored role is to be that of a cameo appearance? Personally, for me, since the movie is still in production, and of course, if you guys want to hear more news about Jeepers Creepers 3, be sure to subscribe. I personally feel as if bridging both films wouldn't necessarily make sense, because everybody already knows as to what happened in both the first and second films, and following that in the third film, having it take place after the events of the ending of Jeepers Creepers 2 would make sense, considering that now the Creeper is back and we're supposed to be hunting for it and finding out what exactly it is and how it functions as a creature. But post your comments down below, guys. What are your overall thoughts on Victor's rewritten script? What are your overall thoughts on the rumored prequel that is supposed to bridge both films? Thank you all for watching. As always, if you guys are Jeepers Creepers fans, don't forget to go on ahead and subscribe for more Jeepers Creepers news, information, and updates. If you guys are still stoked about this film and you cannot wait to watch it, go on ahead and show your support by leaving a like down below. Tune back in for more. I have an official Jeepers Creepers 3 playlist where you guys can go on ahead and watch all the news, information, and updates down in the description below. Check it out, guys. Have fun, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Take it easy, guys. Peace.